Ben and Jen, good evening to you at home. An investigation into this crash has led to an arrest of a 43-year-old Meriden man who could face additional charges. This vehicle crashed into a utility pole on Queen Street across from the Outback Steakhouse, was occupied by at least one person, 28-year-old Jose Principe of Waterbury, who was pronounced dead a short time after the crash.
As far as we know, it's Mr. Principe's vehicle.
But he was in the passenger seat.
His body was in the passenger seat following the crash. I don't know that he was in the passenger seat prior to the crash.
One man who might know, 43-year-old Victor Perez of Meriden. Uncooperative on scene, police say, so he was arrested.
During the incident to that arrest, they discovered that Mr. Perez had a firearm on his person.
The gun was loaded, and Perez was also found with one shell casing on him, which, as a convicted felon, resulted in a charge of criminal possession of a pistol. But there's more.
The medical examiner has ruled the cause of death as a homicide, and the cause of the homicide, they're saying, was a result of a gunshot wound to the torso.
Police say they are uncertain whether Perez is responsible. The two were said to have argued at a nearby Cumberland Farms before the crash.
We're focusing primarily between the area of Cumberland Farms and south of Cumberland Farms going down to where the crash occurred.
And those working in businesses near the crash scene had a difficult time getting into work as a section of Queen Street was shut down for many hours due to the investigation.
And the car was still there, which was kind of awful to see the car they hadn't even taken it away yet. So I felt really bad. And then I heard he got shot.
And the utility pole had not been replaced as of this afternoon, clearly cracked and leaning just a bit. As for Perez, his bond was reduced from where police set it at $750,000 to $350,000 by a judge, despite the fact that he has a lengthy criminal history. As for this homicide investigation, police believe it's the first here in Southington in about 6 years. We're live at Southington PD. Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.